And the judges, from New York, New York, Joy Jin. From San Mateo, California, Sharon Chang. From West Palm Beach, Florida, Lauren O'Toole. From Wauwatosa, Wisconsin, Gail Tanger. From Nashville, Tennessee, Jennifer Thompson. From New York, New York, Dana Schiff. From Salt Lake City, Utah, Jed Hopkins. From Appleton, Wisconsin, Roger Plant. And from Mountain View, California.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the 2026 Prevagen U.S. Figure Skating Championships in St. Louis, Missouri. This is Ben Augusto, and with me is Gracie Gold, two-time U.S. champion and 2014 Olympic team bronze medalist. Gracie, we are here for the junior men's short program, getting ready to see the next generation of American figure skating champions. What are you looking forward to here?
I think the biggest name to look at is Patrick Blackwell, which is the exact same thing I said last year. He was the surprise bronze medalist. He was absolutely expected to win. He unfortunately had a disastrous free program last season. But yet he's still good enough that he was third. But he definitely comes back to this event looking to win. He just missed the Junior Grand Prix final this year. He was second at his first international event. He was fourth at his other. One of his big struggles, I think, as he moves, not just through this event, but also through the rest of the season in his career, is he has a tendency to unravel. And that's what we saw last season, where he takes big swings, right? As he's a daredevil. If you know anything about Patrick, right, he's into extreme sports. I mean, when I was speaking with him about fun facts, you know, he does a double backflip on a bike on a trampoline. I don't even know how you learn that you can do that, but
by learning that you can't not do it.
But he's that guy, right? So to figure that out, he is a big risk taker, and it's had big rewards for him. But when it starts to go wrong, he has difficulty getting it back on track. It has a tendency to go really wrong. And one of the other expected medalists was the returning silver medalist, Alexander Fagan, who just withdrew a couple days ago and is replaced with Henry Gao. So sort of unexpected, but I think we have a lot of great up-and-coming talent. We have Caleb Farrington, who's like wonderful skater. And then Nicholas Brooks, who's had a lot of growth spurts this year and has struggled with injury, but he jumps quad, he jumps triple axel. He's another sort of risk taker, I would say. I would almost describe his skating as reckless sometimes, and just the way that he fully sends it. He's that type of guy.
Maybe exciting is another way to put it.
Yes, that's the more kosher way. But yeah, there's lots of great talents. We have just so many. Even in this first warm-up, we have Louis Meline, who was first at Midwestern Sectionals. We saw him last year. He hasn't even been skating that long, and he's already making big moves and big waves here at Junior. He had a Junior Grand Prix this year, returning competitor. Lots of great up-and-coming talent, though, at Junior Men.
It's going to be a great event. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, later in the week, you're going to watch Ilya Meline go for another U.S. title and all of the championship level skaters competing for those spots on the Olympic team in Milan Cortina. Today, we are watching the next generation, these junior men. These are the best young figure skaters in the country under the age of 21, and they've all competed at either the National Qualifying Series, it's a series of competitions across the country, the NQS, or they've represented Team USA on that Junior Grand Prix circuit. And it is an arduous task to get here. We also have some the top novice finishers in the 4 sectional qualifying events have the opportunity to skate up to junior, which is a very big ask. And we talked a lot about this in the junior women's short program, where they have to change elements from the novice program to the senior program, or the junior program rather, and what a challenge that is, because they only have a month to train between sectionals and the U.S. Championship. So a lot to look forward to here as we see the starting order for group number 1 on the screen as they are finishing their warm-up here. And we get ready to start this junior men's short program. And leading it off, here is Joshua Snyder. He's 15 years old from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He was 3rd place at the Eastern Sectional Final. And here he is to show off his short program at the U.S. Championships.
And starting off his short program with his flying sit spin. You know, a lot of the skaters are going to start off with 1 or 2 jumping passes. So to start with a spin, we saw 1 in the women's events, and Patrick, I believe, is the only one in the men's event. Nice double axel to start off his jumping passes for him. And junior men is really when we start to see the men switch from doing double axel and start pushing the boundaries with triple axel. And triple lutz, triple toe, really beautifully executed.
Who are we looking forward to seeing triple axels from today?
Definitely Patrick. We're looking to see triple axel and quad. Especially if he's having an on sort of day. The height and distance he gets are massive. So we won't see triple axels and quads really in this first group, but junior men is really when they want to start trying to up the technical ante in their programs.
Josh Snyder has spent a lot of time in Colorado Springs at the World Arena working on exactly that jump, the triple axel, and I've had the pleasure of working with him on his programs, and he's such a positive and energized athlete, just living every moment and loving his time on the ice and soaking everything in.
And deep in the program, this is his last jump, triple loop. Almost got away from him, but kept it in line.
Josh Snyder skates out of the Onyx Ice Rink in Rochester, Michigan. A good way to start off the event here.
Oh, absolutely. And he really is just such a great kid, hard worker, and those are the kind of skates that you want to have when you're at the U.S. Championships, especially on such a big year. As we've talked about, these junior boys, junior men are not going to be going to the Olympics, but it's still such an exciting year as you look towards the possibilities of what you could be doing in just 4 more years. And these are the kind of programs you want to have. Clean programs where you go out and you do your job and you do it well.
Yes, certainly this crop of young skaters, they are dreaming, I would imagine almost every day, about what it would be like to be on the team for 2030. And here they are taking another step towards those dreams at the U.S. Championships. Joshua really improving all of his skating, his jumps and his skating skills, performance each year. And here is the score for Joshua Snyder. And it's a 62.97 as he starts his national championship experience here in St. Louis.
Now from Hudson Valley Figure Skating Club, Michael Khavin.
Now taking the ice. From the Hudson Valley Figure Skating Club, it's Michael Khavin.
He skates now in his opening combination to the triplets double toe planned. He skates now into the required Zhong for juniors. You can see everyone do a triple loop, a double loop. Second at the Eastern Sectionals final in novice, so he's another one of our novice boys that are skating up to junior men. As we talked about, only 1 month to change that program. For a lot of them, can be several new elements.
You can see with his jumps that he is a little bit lower level than some of the other men, but his skating and his performance feels quite mature and nuanced in a lot of ways.
No, I agree. His technical content is certainly lower than we'll see in the rest of the group, but yeah, there's a maturity to skating. And as he goes through the levels, he moves up to junior officially next season, right? Just pushing that technical content will be his #1 goal.
I really think it's a fantastic opportunity for the novice competitors to be able to go compete alongside the juniors at U.S. Championship. While it might feel like being thrown in the deep end, just an incredible opportunity and experience to be around higher level athletes, and I'm sure they all draw quite a bit of inspiration that he'll take into his season next year. Michael Khavin making the most of his junior short program here at the U.S. Championships. Good skate from him.
Michael Khavin.
And there's that triplets double toe on replay. Almost all the other skaters, we're going to see triple combinations from them. And here's this triple loop that maybe they planned it earlier. It was I mean, it was a really nice double loop. I almost struggle to say it was a pop. It almost looked planned, but either way, it should still go into the system. I would probably give that a +1.
Yeah, some positive GOE on that. And here is the score for Michael Khavin, a 50.28. And you can see he is very excited. Breaking that 50-point mark in the short program. Good for him.
Figure Skating Club, let's welcome Thomas Chen.
So taking the ice now from the St. Paul Figure Skating Club, Thomas Chen.
Thomas opens with a triple toe combination. Oh, almost got away from him. Well-executed triple loop. Thomas is another skater that has a slightly lower tech content than, you know, with the podium of junior men or what is expected of the podium will have. Skating is actually more of a side quest for him. He's quite the brainiac. He's actually getting an award because he made the Scholastic Honor Team, and he didn't have a lot of time to train this fall with the college applications and everything. But he's somewhat of a math genius. And, you know, imagine qualifying for nationals the second year in a row as a side quest.
Very talented. He also plays the piano and the violin, so just all around talented guy.
Some people get all the talent.
'17-year-old Thomas Chen from St. Paul, Minnesota, in his junior short program here at the U.S. Championships. What do you think, Gracie? Pretty clean program, yeah?
Yeah, I think he should be very happy with that. He's coming off at Midwestern Sectionals. He was third place there, which qualified him for this event. And he really had the skate of his life there. So, you know, he's trying to double down and have another skate of his life. But, you know, it wasn't his absolute best, but, you know, he's found his speed and he executed what he wanted to. And as I said, he didn't get a lot of training in this fall and winter. Skating was more on the back burner as he, you know, the next generation of mathematical genius. But, you know, this first triple toe, as we see in the replay, almost got away from him, kind of a crazy free leg. But he keeps it together, methodical and organized for that second triple toe loop.
Right here, I got Vincent Joe vibes from him. That Ina Bauer into the loop.
Yeah, I know what you mean. a couple of those. I think he had some really lovely moments. It's definitely just a bit more of a simple program than we'll see from some of the skaters later on. But what he did very well. And there's something to be said about that.
Here's the score for Thomas Chen. It's a 58.72, putting him into second place. See some relief there on his face.
Figure Skating Club, please welcome to the ice, Jesse Zhong.
Taking the ice now. He was the first place novice at the Pacific Coast Sectionals, Jesse Zhong from San Diego, California.
So we'll see every man tonight do a forward camel, changing to backward camel. It tends to be one of the tougher spins for men, especially, I don't want to say at this age, I'll say, you know, even if you watch the Olympic Games, the camel will stick out for a lot of them. So pretty good, but definitely a point of improvement for a lot of the athletes. And that was his third jumping pass, just double axel.
Jesse's coaches say that he always fights to the end. To your point about making that correction, redirecting himself after the mistake, right on brand. Jesse Zhong from San Diego, California. He trains in Lakewood, California. Finishing his short program here at the U.S. Championships. Boy, that first fall, that looked like a painful one.
Taken a fall or two like that in my day, and they are all horrible. They are it's a tough feeling, but you know, he's coming off a big win at Pacific Sectionals, like in another one of our novice. He won the Pacific Sectionals to kind of earn this chance. And when you're thrown into deep waters, sometimes you swim, sometimes you don't, but it's always worth the risk.
Ooh. He almost landed forward.
Yeah, and when you land in the middle of the blades will always skate and glide on ice. So if you're not landing on your toe pick, that blade is going to skate. And it is going to skate away from you.
It's going to go wherever you don't want it to go.
And shoulders a little around on that landing. Almost got away from him, but he kept it going and he kept the program going.
Yeah, pushing through all the way to the end. Coaches Derek Delmore and Amy Evidente. See a lot more from them later in the week.
Now there's no going back.
It didn't grip properly, so
yeah, you didn't have your normal
That first place victory at the sectional championships comes only 12 months after he was 6th place at that event the year before. So big jump for him in the last year. And now here he is at the U.S. Championships. At the next level up, the junior level. Competing against young men who he has undoubtedly watched compete at Junior Grand Prix. Now here he is, trying to go toe-to-toe. As the tech panel wraps up their reviews. Zhong in the short program here. A 44.97 in 4th place for Jessie Zhong. Taking the ice next, 16-year-old
from Skating Club of Houston.
From Houston, Texas, Mike Wang. He was the gold medalist for the Midwestern sectional final in the novice division. Now up at junior.
He opens his program with the double axel. Nice speed, a little chaotic. His big combos coming up, triple lutz, triple toe. And sort of pulls off part of it. We'll have some deductions there. And right into his 3rd jumping pass, a triple loop. So his first 3 elements in a row, jump, 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 gets them out of the way. I anticipate so he can have a little bit more fun. He'll lose a decent amount of points on that triple-triple combo, but better than no combo.
Mike is a junior at Bel Air High School and is one of only 13 high school ambassadors nationwide, a role where he promotes the sport and mentors younger skaters.
Final element of this program. Death drop, the flying sit.
Mike Wang from Houston, Texas, the novice gold medalist at the sectional championship, here with his short program in St. Louis. He really had a theatrical quality to his performance. It looks like he left it all out on the ice.
I think he did. You know, it was a fun program, and he's fun. I think that, I'm not exactly sure how the judges will score it, but, you know, I think that he should be really happy. I think that he should be proud of himself. You know, he found his feet on those jumps, and he had a good time.
Yeah, big floaty double axel, nice.
Here's that let's toe on the replay. So he has the turn between, but does stay on one foot. But I would expect the judging panel to be reviewing that triple toe loop for a full downgrade is what I would be prepared for. That's a triple loop.
And a full downgrade is when it is more than a quarter rotation under?
I mean, yes, slash a half or like even more. A downgrade really kind of is where we've missed a lot of the rotation. An under rotation is, I guess, what you call still salvageable. So, you know, it's essentially 20% off, right? So it's still worth 80%, but they're missing, there's a 20% discount on that jump, if you will.
For the cost of a triple toe.
Yes. But with a downgrade, with those 2 carats, lots of points lost.
And the score for Mike Wang, 47.61 into 4th place. He looks satisfied with the performance.
Please welcome to the ice, Louis Meline.
And now taking the ice from Lakewood, California, representing the Broadmoor Skating Club, Louis Meline. The Midwestern Sectional Champion.
Lands that opening combination, triplets, triple toe. A little funky on the landing, a little slower into the jump and in between the jumps than we'll see later from some of the guys or some of the top junior women. He skates now into double axel. Third jumping pass and his short is triple loop. And very nice, look very effortless.
And again, you see him lighting up after that last jumping pass is complete.
Henry trained in Colorado Springs, and just sweet guy, sensitive guy, really hard worker. Hasn't been skating long for how good he is. He's super talented and just loves skating. And I feel like this program, you really see that.
Yeah, started when he was 9, which is pretty old for most of these skaters. Well, he had a 17th place finish at the Junior Grand Prix in Poland this year, and then won his Midwestern Sectional qualifying event to earn his ticket here. Louis Meline with his short program.
He was 16th at this event last season, so he's one of the returning junior competitors. He came into this event looking to improve on his placement from last season, and I think that he's done that already.
Certainly, the way he just skated, that feels like it's going to be higher than 16.
And here's that triple Lutz, triple toe combo. It just curls around the corner a little bit, especially when you're doing any type of toe jump or that tap assisted takeoff. You know, you like those to follow straight lines or soft curves. You don't really want them to sort of candy cane or U-turn arounds. And not only does it affect GOE, but it's really indicative of sort of a technical problem or potential technical problem, as he definitely on an off day, that's the type of jump that can get away from any skater. Coming tight around that corner, a little back on yourself.
Certainly that will make a combination a nightmare.
Oh, yes. And just so much harder than it needs to be, but good on him for, you know, fighting to stay on that foot. Really nice double axel, really nice triple loop. Again, I think he should feel really proud of himself, and already a big improvement from last season.
Well, let's see what the judges had to say. Here's the score for Louis Meline. 63.15 into first place. And they liked it, and he does too. So here are the current standings after the first group of men in the junior short program. Louis Meline sitting on top. Joshua Snyder in second place, Thomas Chen in third. As Group 2 takes to the ice for their 6-minute warm-up. Here is the starting order for Group 2. Michael Jim, Alec Tankovic, Hitonari Tani. We have more novice qualifiers here in this group. And then we have Henry Gao there, who had a very last-minute call with his assignment when one of the real favorites for this championship title, Alexander Fagan, had to withdraw.
Yeah, very unexpected, very surprising, but makes you so happy for Henry for his last-minute call. You probably haven't been training as much as if you knew you were going to this event, but an exciting opportunity nonetheless to be competing here.
Talked about this in the ice dance event. That first alternate is such a challenging position because there's devastation at not qualifying for the U.S. Championships by one spot, right? It's the first person who didn't make it. And so the requirement to continue training just in case is so difficult because of that just kind of gut punch and loss of motivation. So good for him being here, being ready to take the call.
And Henry's described as just one of the hardest workers. Like, he doesn't have a minute to waste in his life. You know, he says he sleeps 6 hours a night. You know, he does homework in the car. He is a full-time student. But, you know, he loves his busy life. So, of course, someone who lives such a busy life, I'm sure on some level is prepared for anything, and so really excited that he can, you know, show everyone his stuff here today.
There is 1 minute remaining in warm-up.
So the warm-up for Group 2 is winding down. Last 20 seconds here as everyone gets in their last reps on a triple toe or double axle.
Yeah, I was always the kid that was jumping until the end.
The warm-up has concluded. Please leave the ice.
So starting off this group, we've got Michael Jin, 16 years old, from Irvine, California. And he was the gold medalist at the Pacific Coast Novice section qualifier.
Michael Jin.
And he's coached, one of his coaches is Dice Murakami, my old training mate with Frank Carroll, and we skated in California. One of my close friends. So he's in great hands. spin.
Well, not the skate he was looking for here, but he finished strong, and as we said, beautiful skating skills from Michael Jin, 16-year-old from Irvine, California.
And there's definitely a lot of potential. Like, I think this type of program could be a really good vessel for him. You know, a little bit nonchalant, a little bit loose and floaty, but I think this could be really good for him. I just think that he needs more time and more seasons to grow. Of course, the mistake with the triple edge, triple toe is going to cost him the most points. You know, it's some messy landings on the axle and the loop, but nerves are also something that gets softer and easier with time.
He's known for having huge jumps. When you jump really high, that means you better be in control. And just didn't quite have it today.
And on the replay, here's his triple loop. Definitely the best jump in the program. But still, not the best landing I've ever seen for him. I think he just seemed a little tight and a little tense. And, you know, one of the novice boys, again, as we've talked about, thrown into the deep end a bit, skating at a totally different level. It's absolutely to be expected.
And here is the score for Michael Jin, 44.50, putting him in 7th place in this short program. Getting some reassurance from Dice Murakami.
Skating Club, Alec Tankovic.
And next to skate, 16-year-old Alec Tankovic, originally from Chicago, Illinois. Trains in Geneva at Fox Valley Ice Arena. He was the 4th at the Midwestern Sectionals final.
I think his jumps are, you can just tell when what someone's favorite element is. And so for me, clearly jumping is his favorite thing to do, and there's just like such an ease and lightness to it. But, oh, and we have a couple people in the crowd standing. That's a special moment for him.
Yeah, standing ovation.
But yeah, it was just so pleasant to watch. The jumps, you know, and they all had a similar look to them in a great way. One wasn't jumping this way and leaning that way and this way. They were all smooth. They were all the same. There was consistency. You know, he looked well trained and prepared, and like he's put a lot of hard work into all aspects, but especially that component mark and also his spins. You know, I remember a couple of his spins last season being not his best work at this event, but really glad to see those improvements.
Yeah, you made a comment earlier about camel spins for a lot of these men are challenging, and I thought his were beautiful.
Oh yes, forward camel, the first part of that camel change camel spin that he ended with, one of my favorite camels and camel variations that I've, certainly of this event, maybe that I've seen today.
Well, he has a twin brother named Luca, who is also a highly competitive skater, and they often are pushing each other in practice, so definitely driving each other to new heights. And here is the score for Alec Tankovic. 64.12 puts him in first place here in the short program. Great start to his competition.
From Skating Club of Boston, here is Hitonari Tani.
Coming from the Skating Club of Boston, he qualified as a novice, winning the gold medal at the Eastern Sectional Final. It is Hitonari Tani, 14 years old.
This program was choreographed by Caitlin Weaver and Lori Nickel, so I do expect it to be a bit of a special piece. He opens first with triplets double toe. And pretty well done, just a touch forward on that triplets, but always room for improvement, isn't there? Pretty nice save on that triple loop. I don't think I would have been able to do that myself.
I'm already drawn in and enthralled by this program and his performance.
And a fall on the easiest jump in the program for him on just his double axel. Fast combo spin to end.
Wow, 14-year-old Hitonari Tani the Eastern Sectional Champion at the novice level here at the Junior Men's Championship here. And I got to tell you, Gracie, I know that wasn't clean, but he has something very special. He's got that, he grabs your attention and he holds it. His skating skills are already fantastic. This kid's going to go far.
I mean, his interpretation of the music, and of course, choreography is one part of it, and his ability to skate to it is the other. And I feel like he had both. We had some technical, hits and also some misses, but he's definitely going places. I mean, there's a lot of potential in there. I mean, even to save that triple loop.
And not just to save it, but to save it into a beautiful landing position. Is like, oh, look, I got this. No problem here.
To keep going as if it wasn't a remarkable feat. And, of course, a fall in a double axel in a short program, I know all too well. And the choice to end with such a fast combination spin, I think, is such a good setup for him. And I think this program is wonderful for him. I think it was a great choice.
Absolutely. I mean, everybody knows the song, and it's such an interesting orchestration. And what he brings, he has those intangibles that are so difficult, if not impossible, to actually teach, right? He'll learn the technique, he'll master his jump technique, but what he has, his ability to perform that choreography and to grab and hold on to the audience and the judges' attention, that is really something special. And I can't wait to see what we see from him next year.
Yeah, and the next squad. He's one that definitely has his eyes on 2030.
2030 for sure. Here is the score for Hitonari Tani. Boston Skating Club, a 51.06. Fifth place for the 14-year-old in the short program.
Competing on behalf of the Glacier Falls Figure Skating Club, here is Ryden Rudenman.
Up next, Ryden Rudenman, 15 years old, from Scottsdale, Arizona. Third place at the Pacific Coast Sectionals.
A bit of a unique program layout, so they do open with a jump, but it's double axel, but their triple combination, triple edge, triple toe is not until it's the third element in the program. The triples really giving everyone some problems today. They skate now into triple loop, which they really need to hit. And they do.
15-year-old Ryden Rudenman,
Once again, Ryden
bronze medalist at Pacific Coast Sectionals. Ryden said the goal here for this championship is to finish in the top 5 to secure a place on the Junior Grand Prix circuit for next season. And I'd say there's a lot of work to be done in the free skate for that to be possible.
I would agree. They definitely needed to have 2 clean skates here, probably to secure a top 5. But, you know, people have been all over the place today. We've seen very few clean short programs, which at a U.S. Championships, I mean, certainly on an Olympic year, I find to be really, really surprising. So we'll see. You never know if the whole event, if everyone misses their combo or continues to. Who knows? If everyone continues to make mistakes in the free program and they don't.
You never know. The ice is slippery.
You never really know. But a top 5 might be a more realistic goal moving into next season. But obviously trying to finish as high up as they can. There's still spots on the national development team and a national development camp, so.
Big hellos to everyone back home from the Kiss and Cry. And here is the score. And a 51.46 into 5th place.
At least for now, right where they want to be. We'll see what happens with the rest of the group.
Please welcome now from the DuPage Figure Skating Club, Zenith Chen.
So up next, 15 years old, from Chicago, Illinois, silver medalist in the novice division at the Midwestern Sectional Championships, it's Zenith Chen.
A tough way to open the short program. And not just a fall on the triple loop, but the judges will definitely review that. For those at home listening, you could hear a bit of that blade scraping on the ice. It's typically indicative of missing some of that rotation in the air. All right, big combo, triple toe loop, triple toe loop. And not the recovery that he was hoping for, but managed to rotate both triple toes. We'll have some minus GUE on the landing, but
A lot of weight on both of his hands on that landing. Do you think that counts as a fall in the technical panel's eyes?
if they want to be picky,
They
yes,
usually do.
it depends on what kind of mood your panel is in. I could definitely see them marking that as a fall or deduction, but I could also see them, -5s would be punishment enough. But a beautiful double axel, just executed for that third jumping pass.
Well, a graceful finish from Zenith Chen, 15 years old, out of Chicago, Illinois. Not quite the technical performance he was looking for, but a lot of beautiful quality to his skating.
Yeah, I think he'll be really disappointed in that performance, but there's so much potential. The program was choreographed by Elliot Halverson. They just did such a beautiful job with it. It was big music, and you know, he's just so young, but I think there's a lot of really beautiful things in his skating. You know, the tech content just isn't where he wanted it to be today.
He's been very consistent over the last 3 seasons, being on that podium at the sectional championships, the intermediate, then a novice.
Yeah, and here's that triple toe.
Squeaked out that first one.
And just, when they start, I call it candy caning or snail shelling, when that jump starts to it starts to go around more than straight through. With triple toes, triplets, triple flips, I mean, you want them to keep moving as if you were on a tight wire. They'll, of course, have a little bit of a curve to them as blades curve, since we have edges.
Yes.
However, when they start getting small and tight and compact, especially for me on a triple toe, where the potential for distance is greater than any other jump, it just is so hard. It just gets so stuck. And when you get stuck on jumps, it's hard to land. You need flow to land. And you know what you don't have when you're stuck?
Flow.
There you go.
And if you're slow, you're going to be low. Yeah, the definition in the rule book of a fall is when the majority of your weight is on a part of your body other than your foot as a result of a loss of control. And I would say that definitely counts as a loss of control. And he certainly, if his hands weren't there, he would have fallen. So I would not be surprised if there was a fall on that protocol for him.
I know, but he's so nice.
And here is that score for Zenith Chen. Hold your breath. 51.83 into 5th place. So not disastrous and not great.
Definitely not what he's capable of.
Please welcome now from Skating Club of Boston, Henry Gao.
So now here he is, 16 years old, from Skating Club of Boston. He was called last minute as a replacement in this event. It's Henry Gao.
And Henry opens with a triple sow, triple toe combination. And pretty nicely done. The first jump was beautiful. And his third and final jumping pass here.
Double axel. Struggle on that camel change camel. line to sit right after to recover. And this is the last element here, a big, beautiful step sequence.
Henry Gao, first alternate for the U.S. Championships. The unreachable goal, well, he just reached it. Here he is. What a fantastic performance from that 16-year-old in this short program.
And to be called up to this event, what, 48 to 72 hours ago? You have 2 or 3 day notice to have the opportunity to compete at the championships and to have a clean skate. I mean, what more could he want from this event tonight?
What a moment.
And here on the replay, really beautiful triple sow. Carries that flow. Triple toe, just a little, started to get away from him, but he held on. And same with this triple loop. If you see the free, it's a little scraping. I thought when I watched it live, the free leg scraped a bit. Double axel.
This was my favorite part of the whole program. Right on that crescendo.
I feel like it's his favorite part too.
It looks like it. And the celebration, well deserved. And here is the score for Henry Gao with that inspired performance. 60.74 into 4th place. Well, that was quite an exciting finish to Group 2. Here are the standings after that second group. Alec Tankovic still in first place. Louis Meline, Joshua Snyder, and Henry Gao, who 72 hours ago thought he was going to be watching this event
It was just another
on this
Monday.
stream. Just another Monday, and now here he is in 4th place after Group 2. So, we're going to do a quick ice resurface. Don't go away. We have more men's junior short program coming right up with Group 3. Stick around.
He's on you, bro. It's a drag race.
Lighter. They are lighter. You'll probably feel it. Nice.
Oh, come on, triple. No way. Stop. No. Oh, that's the landing right there.
Yeah, that's right.
New boots, new blades, and you just did single axle, double axle, triple axle. Like,
You said they were easy. When I looked at the list yesterday, I was like, I hope I don't get asked this question.
If you had to pick a theme song for your life, what would it be?
Maybe the Rocky soundtrack?
When I looked at the list yesterday, I was like, I hope I don't get asked this question. No. Can I come back to it?
What's your favorite skating costume you've ever worn?
Either my perfume dress from last year or my second Carmen dress.
I would say Muse, our Muse costume. I had velvet pants, which was awesome.
What's been your proudest moment on ice so far?
I think it was this weekend. It was really incredible. The crowd was absolutely amazing. I've never experienced anything like this.
Definitely this weekend. Very, very special, and to be at home at a home worlds. It was awesome.
Who's been the biggest influence on your skating career?
Probably our coaches, Maddie and Scott. They've really changed our perspective on training and on figure skating as a whole, and life in general. They teach us so much every day, and yeah, I think they've really changed me as a person.
What's something about figure skating that people might not realize?
Well, I feel like our job is to make it look easy, so sometimes people think it's easy, but it's actually really hard.
I think they see us put together, but they don't see the amount of work it actually takes. It takes on the day hours, and even preparing for a competition takes about 4 to 6 weeks sometimes, and yeah, it's a while.
If you could time travel to any era for a skating competition, what would it be?
Oh.
We were actually talking about time traveling this week.
I'd go watch my parents' gold medal performance in 1992.
I think I'd go there too.
If you had to describe your skating personality in 3 words, what would they be?
Hungry, energetic, determined.
Energetic. I'm stealing yours again, but determined. Passionate.
What's your guilty pleasure TV show or movie?
Dance Moms. No, I'm proud.
I would say The Office.
That's not a guilty pleasure. Everyone's favorite show.
I'm back, but this time I'm in New York to celebrate 100 days out for the Olympics. Did you miss me? Be honest, you did. Channeling my main character energy by doing some shopping, some sightseeing, pretending like I'm in an episode of Gossip Girl. But alas, duty calls, so I headed over to the Team USA Media Summit to celebrate 100 days out from the Olympics. And guys, this place was massive. There were so many star athletes there, it was crazy. Must have been some sort of mix-up because they forgot to add me into this. Don't worry, I fixed it. Took some notes on other athletes and how they answer media questions because I never got formal media training. Oops, haha. Then came the photo and video shoots where we were absolutely serving. Look at Jason, serving. Honestly, I think Tyra Banks would be proud of us. If you're looking for models, you know where to find us. Then came the press conference, answered some questions, smiled politely, resisted the urge to say no comment so everyone would be proud of me, hit the Team USA gift shop because how else will anybody know that I was there? Plus, I had to get my mom something. Jason and I hopped on this moped just to give you guys a little sneak peek of how I'll be arriving at the venue if I make the Olympics. For real, I think I'm growing on them. Dare I say, besties. And that's a wrap for Media Day. Only 100 days out till Milan. I mean, who's counting? Me. I'm counting.
We're off to a good start. Hi everyone, my name is Brady Tannell, and I am about to try to design my very own trading pin. I cannot draw to save my life, so this should be pretty interesting. My very own trading pin, that means I can make it whatever I want. Okay, I have a vague idea of what I want. This is good, this is progress. No thoughts, just vibes. Why am I forgetting what order the Olympic ring colors are in?
On your shirt.
Wow, I'm so smart. That's really funny. Now, the bigger challenge is going to be me actually being able to draw the Olympic rings because I don't think I've ever drawn a successful, great circle. And it's upside down. You said I have 3 minutes to do this? That's not enough time. What? Excuse me? The big reveal. 3 minutes to do that. Woo! I'm so proud. Okay, so in 2018, my family had somebody made us shirts that said Team Tannell. So I kind of hijacked that little phrase. And obviously my proportions are off. This was supposed to fill in all of this space, but this is the Olympic rings. And this is, it just says Milan 2026 because that's obviously where the Olympics are. We need another couple of drafts and then I think it'll be ready to go into production. So, very good friend with a Master's in Fine Arts would be so proud of me.
Oh, oh my God, we're starting out so hard.
If you had to pick a theme song for your life, what would it be?
I have to say Promise by Leve. I think it fits my life pretty well.
What's your favorite skating costume you've ever worn?
Definitely the two from this season, yeah.
What's been your proudest moment on ice this year?
My proudest moment on the ice is doing a really good, clean free skate. Yeah, nothing can beat that.
Who's been the biggest influence on your skating career?
Oh, my family, my siblings, in ways they didn't know. In ways they didn't expect to, and I don't think I did either. I think my choice to step away from skating, they had a big influence on that, and getting back into it, they also helped me go through that process. So yeah, I owe it to them.
What's something about figure skating that people might not realize?
That we're always cold and we get really dizzy.
What's the most unexpected lesson that skating has taught you?
To feel but don't dwell.
If you could time travel to any era for a figure skating competition, when would it be?
Oh, any? I think I'd want to watch Scott Hamilton's performance at Olympics.
If you had to describe your skating personality in 3 words, what would they be?
I'd say spontaneous, free, and ecstatic.
Hey guys, I'm Camden Polknan. I'm gonna be designing my US Olympic pin. This is very stressful. I feel like I'm being put in the spot. What's your favorite shape? Someone.
Trapezoid.
Triangle, we're doing the triangle. Sorry, trapezoid's cool, but I don't think I remember what that is. So we're gonna do a triangle here. I'm gonna go, oh, actually I have a good idea. So on the left side, it's gonna say faster. On the right side, it's gonna say higher. And the last one's gonna say on the bottom, because 3 sides, stronger. Can I get a time check? Oh, we're chilling, we're good. Now I feel like this looks ugly. And then we're gonna do a little bit of some designs on the corners. Because in Milano Cortina, there's a lot of mountains. So you know what mountains are shaped like? Triangles. Someone laugh, please. I can't do this without the laughter. Thank you. Got the rings here. Those look like donut holes. Those do not look like the rings. That does not look like the Olympic rings. Yikes. Time check, time check, time check, and can you make it longer? We're done. We got it. That was so bad. All right, so this is the pin. So we have a triangle because someone said they like triangles. On the outside, we have faster, higher, stronger. The Sidious Altius Fortius, I believe it is. And then we have the Olympic rings here. I know it doesn't look like it, but they are the Olympic rings there, okay? We have USA team because we are the USA team. And then we have 2026.
Great.
I'm just making a mess.
The best skaters in the country come to St. Louis this January. Be there when the Olympic team is announced at the 2026 Prevagen U.S. Figure Skating Championships, January 7th to the 11th at Enterprise Center. Purchase your tickets today at skatestlouis2026.com.
Job? Jump?
Job.
Oh, job.
What is the first thing you do when you get up in the morning?
The first thing I do when I get up in the morning is snuggle Henry and Stella before I get out of bed.
I usually get up and make breakfast for everybody in the house.
Your first job?
Ice dancer.
I mean, I guess waltz jump, isn't that where everyone starts?
No, first job.
First jump?
Job.
Oh, job. I thought you said jump, and you said ice dancer. I'm like, that makes sense, we don't jump.
Mowing lawns.
I would press flowers and draw on bookmarks, and then I would sell them.
Entrepreneur.
$1.
First thing you tell yourself on a hard training day.
On a hard training day, we would say to each other, like, we love doing the work.
Yeah, we love to pay the price.
We love to pay the price.
That's what we say. Yeah.
First piece of advice to up-and-coming athletes.
Enjoy the process, enjoy the work, because when you enjoy the work, it makes the end goal so much sweeter.
How do you keep it fresh and fun even after skating over and over?
I think that's the great thing about skating and sport in general is that anything can happen, and that's true for training on a daily basis as well. But there are also the little goals that you set for yourself on a daily basis, and just trying to get that 1% of improvement each day.
I think skating too is just inherently fun. I think it's one of the more fun sports I've ever tried, and just connecting always back to that joy of stepping on the ice and feeling the glide and feeling the wind in your face. That is always going to be there, even in the most stressful days.
I often find myself looking for this feeling of flow, and our coach once said to us, once you have it, you're just going to chase it and want it all the time. And I was like, oh, I want it so bad, I want to feel it. And then one day I felt it and I was like, whoa, I know what he means. And then you kind of chase that feeling, and it's really satisfying when you can link it together and stay in that flow as long as possible.
Figure skating. It's one of the most beautiful and athletic sports at the Winter Olympics. But what's actually happening out there? There are 4 events: men's singles, women's singles, pairs, and ice dance. Singles focus on jumps and spins, pairs add lifts and throws. Think gymnastics on ice. In ice dance, it's rhythm, footwork, and storytelling. Basically, ballroom dancing on skates. Each skater performs 2 routines, the short program and the free skate, combining technical moves with artistry. Points from both performances are combined for a total score where gold, silver, and bronze medals are decided. Jumps earn points for difficulty, spins and steps show control. And yes, judges score both the athleticism or technical element score and the artistry, known as components, where composition, presentation, and skating skills are graded. It's power, precision, and performance, all on ice. That's this week's Figure Skating 101. See you next week.
What's the first thing you do when you get up in the morning?
Check my phone.
First thing you do when you get to the rink?
Put the skates on and get on the ice.
First competition memory?
Juvenile Nationals. It was not a so great moment. I was still not fully taking skating seriously, and we're kind of just skating for fun, and I somehow managed to make nationals the first year.
First thing you tell yourself on a hard training day?
Tomorrow will be better.
What's the first thing you do when you get up in the morning?
Check my phone.
First thing you do when you get to the rink?
Put the skates on and get on the ice.
First competition memory?
Juvenile Nationals. It was not a so great moment. I was still not fully taking skating seriously, and we're kind of just skating for fun, and I somehow managed to make nationals the first year.
First thing you tell yourself on a hard training day?
Tomorrow will be better.
It doesn't start here. It's the work no one sees. Forget perfect. Just be you. Your style. Your story. Leave your mark.
If you know luxury, it's not just award-winning, it's rewarding. Saatva Mattresses supports all types of sleepers with durable steel coils and plush organic cotton. Luxury is handcrafted in American factories and brought directly to you with our free in-home white glove delivery service, which is why over 90% of customers would recommend Saatva to friends and family. Saatva, luxury mattresses made affordable.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Centene Community Ice Center here just outside St. Louis, Missouri for the 2026 Prevagen U.S. Figure Skating Championships. It is the final group of the junior men's short program. I'm Ben Augusto and with me is two-time U.S. champion Gracie Gold. And Gracie, this is a packed group here, the starting order for this final group. What do you think?
Oh, this is a great flight of junior men. I'm really excited to see not just what they do tonight, but tomorrow in the free program as well. Lots of great skaters, lots of returning juniors, and it should be a really good event. I mean, it should be a really good flight. It's already been a pretty good event.
So let's see, we're starting off this group with Ryan William Azdapor.
Yeah, and tonight, so he is reusing this short program from last year. He still felt like there was a lot of room to grow. He loved skating to classical music, and he loved this particular arrangement, also with Claire de Lune, the vocal composition with Cody Fry. He just felt like there was a lot more for him to do, so comfortable piece for him. And he was actually, some of you guys might have read about him in the U.S. Figure Skating magazine. They posted a beautiful article about him. So he has a campaign to support caregivers of Alzheimer's and dementia patients. His grandfather, who recently passed, suffered from both, and his family, of course, tried to support him at home before moving him into a special care facility. And he was so personally impacted by that and that experience. He started a chapter of the youth movement against Alzheimer's at his high school and co-founded an organization called Lighthouse for Care to promote awareness of both illnesses and those that take on the responsibility of caring for them, on top of training in such a big competitive year. You know, he had his first international event, and just really speaks to what a beautiful person he is, as well as a beautiful skater.
At only 18 years old, that's a very, very mature young man. Second in this group is Kirk Haugeto, and he is really fun to watch. What can we look forward to seeing from him?
He is fun. He was very popular, big fan favorite from last season. And, when I spoke to him, he said that he was really just happy to be here. He had a really tragic e-scooter accident this summer. He broke his wrist, he got a concussion, 26 stitches in his chin. This season, he's relocated to California, and he works with Raphael, of course, coach of Zenith Chen, probably most famously, but so many others. And he's really loved that opportunity. He's loved training alongside so many great skaters. By name, he mentioned Andrew Torgashev, who we will see compete at the championship level events later this week at Enterprise. And, defending silver medalist. So skating with that, Kirk specifically said, was wonderful. And he's such a performer. That's really his bread and butter, and he loves it, and you can tell.
Absolutely, just the most fun to watch out there. So then, after him, Zachary Lopinto from Skating Club of Boston.
Yeah, Zachary's another one. He was 4th at Eastern Sectionals qualifying to here. He did win one of those national qualifying series events, right, that kind of kick off the annual competition season on the way to nationals. He did win the one in Boston and has posted some pretty good scores, so I'm excited to see him skate here. You know, he said he's a big family-oriented guy, and he loves dogs. That was something he wanted to point out. Loves dogs, and he coaches a bit, and he loves working with younger skaters and inspiring the next generation.
That's so great when this age and this level, they start to teach others, and now they're going to have a whole new level of understanding. So after Zachary, we're going to look forward to Nicholas Brooks.
Yeah, Nicholas, who he had a coaching change to Tammy for this season. He's had some struggles. He had another growth spurt. He's had a few. And so he's really struggled with injuries, back, hips, knees, the work. So he's really just happy to be here. He has a lower technical content than he's used to. He jumps quad, he jumps triple axel. But he's just really happy to be here and compete. He missed this event last season. He's one of my favorites. I think a lot of people are going to like this short program. It's Justin Timberlake. Yeah. But we have Caleb and Patrick, who I think are the big contenders and will definitely podium. Caleb had some really good moments this year in a Junior Grand Prix medal. Lots of really good moments for him. Just even watching over the last season or two, just so much growth. And of course, the one and only Patrick. Back
the Daredevil.
Yeah, the Daredevil on ice. And he's exciting to watch. Good, bad. You can't take your eyes off it.
Snowboarder, mountain biker, extreme sport enthusiast.
Backflipping on trampolines. I mean, the limit does not exist.
Well, we have a lot to look forward to here in this final group as the warm-up has ended. The men are exiting the ice. And Ryan William Azdapor is ready to take his spot at center ice. 18 years old. Trains in Portland, Oregon. Skating to that Claire de Lune music. Here he goes.
He's one of the few men jumping triple axel in this event, and we can look for it here in this first jumping pass. Triple loop, okay. Now his combination previously has been triplets, triple toe. I expect to see that here.
Beautiful.
And we do, well done. So he has double axel as his third jumping pass. I'm assuming they've taken the triple axel out, at least for the short program. So moving that triple loop up earlier to the first spot, double axel in the second half.
Ryan William Azdapor. A beautiful, lyrical, emotional performance in this short program.
And he seems really happy with that, and I think he should be.
So expressive with his upper body, beautiful, graceful arms. Choreography was beautiful with the music. And that triple loop really had you scratching your head for a second.
But here we see triple edge, triple toe. Certainly one of the nicer ones that we've seen this evening from the men. Not his best double axel there in the second half, a little bit forward, but he gets the job done, and a lot of times in a short program, that's what you need, and that's all you can ask for.
This coach is Mari Malama and Nani Tanaka. One of the great coaching teams out in the Pacific Northwest. And here is the score for Ryan William Azdapor, 65.17 into first place. Great way to start off this final flight of men in the junior short program.
Please welcome to the ice from All-Year Figure Skating Club, Kirk Haugeto.
Well, here he is, 16 years old, just moved out to Irvine, California. Program choreographed by Adam Rippon. This is Kirk Haugeto.
Opens with a triple loop right in front of the judges. And triple axel attempt, you can definitely see the Raphael influence. And that will be marked as, I suspect, a downgrade. They're certainly reviewing it. Kirk has struggled with that on his triple axel before. Sometimes his triple. We'll see today. All right, here's his triple combination. Looking to see if he gets all the way around on the, oh. And ending just a triple at single toe. Definitely unexpected. Definitely a different style for him than in previous seasons. But I can see the Adam Rapon influence. I can see the Dorgashev influence.
Absolutely the Dorgashev.
This is Dorgashev step sequence if I've ever seen one.
And then still that Kirk energy coming from within.
Well, there's still a cartwheel in this program.
Bursting out. Well, an emotional ending for Kirk Haugeto as he finishes his short program here at the U.S. Championships. A little Yagudin snow splash.
Some influence from all the big names. Definitely, he'll be a little frustrated with himself with that triple-triple combination being a triple-single. You know, definitely lose some points for that, but definitely a more mature side than we've seen in previous years.
And a more emotional expression as opposed to unmitigated joy, which is what we're used to seeing from him.
And only 16, so so much life ahead of him.
Seems about the right age to start feeling a little moody.
Oh, of course. And there's that triple loop to open the program. Bit of a peculiar entrance edge into that triple axel. A lot of Raphael students will have that. And here's that triple, it's supposed to be triple toe, and just the tap totally slips out from under him.
Like it took him by surprise just as much as it did us.
It seemed like it blew his mind.
This was a very Dorgashev-esque moment.
Oh, that entire step sequence was influenced by Dorgashev for sure.
Thank you everyone for watching. It was not my best, but tomorrow will be perfect.
Going home with
I'll
some
come back
good
with a
loot
bang.
there.
I just want everyone to know I am so thankful for all your support. Thank you. Got too much stuff? Yeah, see you guys
And here is the score for Kirk Haugeto. 55.74 into 7th place. See the disappointment on his face for a moment. Placed by gratitude.
Boston, please welcome to the ice, Zachary Lopinto.
Taking the ice now, Zachary Lopinto from the Skating Club of Boston, 17 years old. He was 4th place at the Eastern Sectional Final.
pretty nice triple flip, triple toe loop combination. The triple combos giving a lot of athletes today a lot of grief, so.
He definitely tamed that beast. I gotta admit, that's been one of my dreams. Do a lay down and then do that to get up.
Can you tell he trains with Patrick Blackwell?
Program choreographed by Benoit Richaud.
And a really nice triple loop. A little slower than you normally would go into that. I felt like he lost a little bit of speed, but you couldn't tell for a moment.
Great connection with the audience. Just see he's feeling the confidence in this program.
He's feeling like that guy.
Zachary Lopinto bringing the audience to their feet with that performance. Boy, he's got swagger, confidence, and he made that look really easy.
To be such an extrovert. I don't know what else he could have wanted from his skate today. I thought that was really nice and really exactly what he trained to do.
He really just looked like he was out there having fun. He didn't care about any of it.
Yeah, and a lot of the technical elements looked effortless, and you could tell that he feels comfortable in this program. It suits him, you know. He was here to hype up the crowd, not just skate for the judges, not just skate for himself. He's here for the whole arena. And there on the replays, that triple combination.
Take a little nap,
Whoop.
and I'll kip right back up.
And here's that triple loop. Super effortless.
I think the only thing I'd like to see more from him is just more speed. He was almost like too chill. Gotta amp it up when he moves up to senior.
Yeah, I agree. And I think because if he's interested in doing more programs like this, and you know, if he's in the middle of a program gonna tell the crowd to get up on their feet, I definitely think a little bit more speed, a little bit more ice coverage, and just upping the ante a little bit would suit him even more.
Absolutely. Well, here's the score for Zachary Lopinto in this short program. 66.85 into first place.
Hi, Mrs. Epps. Hi, Will.
With an excellent, clean performance here in the short program. Well, let's see what 18-year-old Nicholas Brooks has to say about that. As he takes the ice, he won the Pacific Coast Sectional Championship. He struggled with fractures in his back over the season.
He and his coach, they were not sure if they were going to try triple axel at this event at all because of those fractures. So we'll see here if he goes for it.
Wow.
Oh, and beautiful.
Just an effortless dance around the ice.
Nice triple loop. Press into his knees, into his ankles. I mean, he can deliver some really great content, but he's definitely prone to making some silly, small mistakes. But he's probably one of the fastest in this whole group, and you could see it. I almost got a little nervous into that triple edge, triple toe. I thought, no, we're flying.
No silly mistakes today from Nicholas Brooks, bringing the audience to their feet.
And a beautiful triple axel, hopefully we see on the replay.
Huge.
One of only 3 that I think will be even attempted, and the first clean one we've seen so far. With Nicholas, you'll be able to see that right blade come down totally backwards. There's no rotation on the ice, which is exactly what we're looking for when we give clean jumps.
And I absolutely love, in the step sequence, he's able to go from quick to slow and really modulate the tempo of his movement. Here's that triple axel.
And the airtime,
boom. They said.
And here's that easy triple loop, the required jump for everyone in the short program this season. And here's the triple triple. Goes up for Lutz. Great flow. And just gets a little stuck on that toe on the takeoff and then subsequently the landing. The judges might review that for rotation on the triple toe. Depends on how picky, again, they're feeling today. But it's a fun program. I think it's a good program for him. You know, figure skating could use a little more Justin Timberlake.
I think it's a phenomenal program, and he delivers it so well. There with Tammy Gamble. Trains at the Broadmoor World Arena in Colorado Springs. And here is the score for Nicholas Brooks. A 74.24 into first place. Job well done.
Please welcome now from Raceworks Skating Club, Farrington.
Well, now taking the ice, 17 years old from Newark, Delaware. He was a silver medalist at the Eastern Sectional Final. It's Caleb Farrington.
And he's grown so much in the last 2 seasons, but this last one, he failed to qualify for this event last season, and now he comes in. And a triple axel attempt with a fall, but this is the time where, especially in junior men, we have to start trying it. And I love this entrance, watching his triple loop. So light, so effortless, it just sneaks up on you, but it's such a cool entrance.
Yeah, tricky feet.
This program is choreographed by Nicholas Buckland, British ice dance champion and Olympian world competitors.
And soon to be Olympic coach.
Yes, absolutely. All right, here's his combination, triple edge, triple toe. And absolutely stunning. It might be my favorite triple of the group. It's a wonderful combination for him.
Farrington. He missed out on Junior Grand Prix assignments and this event last year, and he used that to fuel him. That disappointment triggered him to really, as he put it, learn how to train, and he was set for this to be a breakout year for him, and it really has been.
Yeah, he was 3rd at his Junior Grand Prix in Azerbaijan, and he was 5th at his Junior Grand Prix in Poland, so still in the top 5 at both, podium at 1. And he has a sensational quad toe. He has one of my favorite quad toes of the entire field, so we'll see that. I believe he does 2 in the free program if he's doing his full content tomorrow. Triple axel has been giving him a bit of a hard time, especially compared to how effortless his quad toe is. But, you know, I think it was, in a lot of ways, great to see him try it here and send it, especially in the short program. A lot of people might consider that to be risky, but, you know, big risk, big reward. Sometimes big swings, big misses.
You're not going to have a breakout season without taking some risks. And here is the score for Caleb Farrington, 73.71 into 2nd place. And well situated to strike at the top of the podium in the free program.
Please welcome Patrick.
And last but not least.
Last but not least, the Daredevil himself from Skating Club of Boston. It's Patrick Blackwell.
Tough time on some of the easier elements. That last flying sit spin in particular, but
eking out those rotations. It wasn't perfect, but it was exciting.
But that triple axel was perfect.
Oh,
but this is where
stunning.
Patrick struggles sometimes, is that, you know, he's had programs where he will land his triple axel or he will land his quads in one triple axel and then literally nothing else. It's as if the easy stuff is just, you know, he's at a 12 out of 10 all the time. And sometimes those easier elements, some of the edge jump, like that require more control, not all power. Sometimes those are the things that creep up on him. He had some issues on some spins last season, but here on the replay, I mean, it's one of the best
Look at that.
in the world, and it didn't even look hard for him. But then we have this triple loop, the required solo, and it was fine, not his best. And then the curse of the triple today. He still gets off a triple toe though. That's, for me, is all the way around. I don't even think I would review it. They probably will, but. And here we have that raspberry twist Meline does.
So good.
And then we have this last flying spin that
The struggle bus sit.
Oh,
come on. Get those revolutions. Get all the points. Well, the tech panel is quick. Here is the score for Patrick Blackwell. A 74.80 into first place. Right where he wants to be.
By just a little over half a point.
It's going to be a race to the finish in that free skate. Here is the standings at the end of the junior men's short program. Patrick Blackwell coming in as the favorite, sitting in first place by only 0.4 ahead of Nicholas Brooks. Caleb Farrington in third place. Also extremely close.
So close. Nicholas and Caleb failing to even qualify for this event last season now sit on the podium with Patrick. I think they should feel very, very proud of themselves.
Well, this was a very exciting last flight, and I cannot wait for the free skate. We're going to see more triples, quads. It's going to be incredible to watch, and I think it's going to be a really tight race for that gold medal. And we'll see if Patrick Blackwell can hang on to what he's done here and redeem himself from last year.
Oh, I know that he would love to, and I think it's going to be a very exciting free program, especially that last flight of men.
Absolutely. Well, everybody, thank you for staying with us today for the junior events. That was the men's junior short program, but there's a lot more to come. Tomorrow we've got the novice ice dance, free dance, starting at 9:30 in the morning. Oh my goodness, I got to get to sleep. And then the junior free dance, 10:45. We got it all tomorrow. Junior pairs, junior women, junior men. Don't miss it. Join us tomorrow on Peacock and YouTube. For Gracie Gold, I'm Ben Augusto. Have a great night.